Hello and welcome to James Talks Finance, the show where we aim to simplify the world of personal finance to enable you to get control and take action to a more successful financial future. There's often thought there needs to be some sort of complicated system and structure that everyone needs to be aware of and follow in order to achieve financial success. However, the truth is there's a universal set of principles that can act as a great guideline to follow. So let's go through them. Control your expenditure. This isn't necessarily about reducing expenditure. It's about having intent and purpose that you are happy with the decisions that you're making. The general idea would be to cut waste where possible, get value for money on the costs which are necessary, and spend with intention in the areas that bring you enjoyment and interest. Grow your income. This might sound obvious, but the more money that you have, the more choices that you have over what to do with it. Now, this could come in many forms, from pay rises and career progression, additional income streams, or even starting businesses. Pay your future self first. We're programmed and marketed to spend. So by trying to reverse that by diligently saving over the period from one paycheck to the next is difficult. So rather than trying to do that, simply make the payments for savings and investments first, and preferably automate them where possible to make life easier. Purposeful increases over time. I've had countless conversations over the years with clients who've been making the same level of regular contributions for years. Being intentional with increasing contributions to savings and investments over time can be very powerful. Whether that be a fixed amount or percentage every year, or when an event such as a pay rise, job change, or childcare costs reduce. Avoid bad debt. This means steering clear of short-term, high-interest credit facilities. They're designed to lure you in as a quick fix. Before you know it, you're paying double-digit interest rates. Now, I wouldn't consider all debt and credit facilities to be bad. A mortgage gives you the opportunity to own a home, and some credit cards have perks and cashback facilities. With the latter, it's important to repay any outstanding balances in full to obtain the perks, but without the high interest cost. Invest with purpose. This is about allocating your savings capital in a meaningful way towards real assets that have the potential for returns which are consistently above inflation. Delving any deeper on this topic requires more time, but what I would say is that it's an area that people are often obsessed with. Really, it's about identifying the right combination of tools for the job. Mitigate for disasters. This is about trying to mitigate the impact of known unknowns. And really it comes in two parts. Firstly, it's having sufficient accessible cash savings to act as a buffer. A rule of thumb here would be equivalent to 3 to 6 months worth of expenditure. Or if you have a more variable income stream, that might increase to 12 months. Secondly, it's about having sufficient insurances in place for the possibility of ill health or death to give financial security to you and your loved ones. Review your numbers. It's all well and good getting organised once, but we all know that things in life change as well as goals. Therefore, it's important to review things periodically. Again, a good guide would be to do this every 6 to 12 months. So let's have a recap. The basic principles to financial success are as follows. 1. Control your expenditure. 2. Grow your income. 3. Pay future self first. 4. Purposeful increases over time. 5. Avoid bad debt. 6. Invest with purpose. 7. Mitigate for disasters. 8. Review your numbers. And don't forget to enjoy the journey along the way. Life is short, and we're all here for a good time. People don't come to a financial planner because they cannot do those things themselves. It's entirely possible to be pretty successful just following those principles. They come back because they're lacking the details on some of the figures or amounts. They don't have the time, the willingness, or the capability to figure that out, because they have complicated circumstances, and because they want to do this in the optimal way for their circumstances and preferences. I look forward to catching you on the next one.
This show is intended to be for guidance and information purposes only and should not be considered personalised financial advice.